Hey guys, DestinyMaster here to bring for you another video. Today we're doing Pokemon! And, well, it's a tutorial on competitive Pokemon. I'm sorry for the lack of videos, no vacation, internet gets really slow because of vacation. Well, let's forgetting this and go to the training! Okay, first let's start by talking about IVs. IVs stands for individual values. Individual values are pre-generated for each Pokemon and it's found in the wild, or well, when it's get breeds, you know, the little egg. You can check the IVs in the Pokemon centers near the battle mazons in both games. I really don't remember the name of the city next. What? It's Battle Resort in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Well, yeah. Well, sorry for that. IVs can only have 31 per stat. 31 is the maximum IVs that you can get per stat. So if you have a Pokemon with all IVs, 31 in all stats, let's say we all say that it's a perfect Pokemon. Cause come on, everything perfect. You need anything more? I don't think so. Well, IVs alters the base stats of the Pokemon, turning it bigger. And another thing that influences stats are natures. Yeah, natures. Woo! Let's talk about it. Natures increase and decrease another status. For example, bold increase the defense status and decrease the attack status. So it increases one by the cost of decreasing another, except for the neutral natures. Neutral natures, they increase and decrease the same stat, turning out that they don't do nothing. Those are hardy, docile, bashful, quirky, and serious. They don't do nothing, so you need to analyze the level to see which one is better for you. Yeah, for your Pokemon. As I already said, you can check the IVs in both Pokemon centers that are near the Battle Mazon in both games. When it says the stats and say that they can't be beaten, they have 31. If he says the stats and another thing, they have lower than 31. And some they say that they are horrible. And well, he can't go through with that. It means that it's really, really low. But if you want to use another thing, you can go to the IVs Calculator that you have all over the internet and apps in the Android. Well, you can find them there and just use them. It's not that difficult. But let's continue with our search for the perfect Pokemon. Let's go to the breed. The basic breed, you need to have access to the daycare. The best daycare in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is on the Battle Resort, which you can go in circles all over just by pressing one button. The place where you need to hatch eggs in the X and Y is the Lumiose Tower. I think it's that the name. Well, Lumiose Tower, you just find a place where you won't hit any character and press the button inside and go there, just breeding Pokemon. Just hatching Pokemon. But that's not all. Stay tuned, huh? The basic breeding rules are: you need to have a Pokemon with at the same species or egg group. If you have the same species, they will have the same egg group. Duh. They need to be male and female. The unique exception is Ditto, which can breed with absolutely anything except for babies and legendaries. And the exception in legendaries is Manaphy, which will generate a Fion. It's a little bit complicated, I won't lie. But well, anyway, another thing that I need to say is, if you have a couple that are different egg groups or that are the same egg group but different species, for example, if you have a female Sea Viper and a male Charizard, the offspring will be a Sea Viper. So always the offspring will be of the female Pokemon, except for Ditto. Ditto can breed even with male or female, or genderless, like Beldum. The items that can change a little bit the dynamic of the breeding are Destiny Knot. EV items which you can get in the Battle Maison, and the Everstone. The Destiny Knot, for example, it will pass down 5 IVs randomly from the parents to the offspring. So you have a Pokemon with 6 perfect IVs and the other with 0, it can come with 0 perfect IVs the offspring. It's not assured that it will pass with Destiny Knot, okay? So don't rage on Destiny Knot. It's a perfect item, okay? The EV items will assure that the EV that they increase will pass the IV that they increase will pass down to the Pokemon. For example, if I give that Ditto with 6 perfect IVs that I mentioned before, the power weight, if I'm not wrong, it will assure that the HP will pass down to the offspring. So it will assure that the offspring will have perfect HP IVs. Okay? The Everstone will pass down the natures, as I already talked about natures. Just go back into the video to take a look. And there's another item that there's another 2 other types of items that will change. I don't know if there's a third. I'm sorry. Well, the incenses. The incenses will make some Pokemon when they breed a different Pokemon. For example, if you breed a Snorlax with another Snorlax, obviously with different genders, they will have a Snorlax baby. How the heck did that thing got into an egg? Well, anyway, if you give one of the Snorlax a full incense, the offspring will be a Munchlax, not a Snorlax. That is the baby face of Snorlax. So just take a look at the list that I'm letting there on the screen, and everything that I'm talking here will be in more and more links down in the description. And there's another little thing that is the light orb. No, I think it's light ball. Yeah, light ball. If you give a light ball to a Pikachu and make it breed, the offspring will have Volt Tackle, but only if the other Pikachu has I think that is, I'm sorry, don't remember everything. Everything will be on the screen and in the description, so you can take out all your questions and everything that I didn't know. I'm sorry. Another thing about breeding is when you already have the egg, if you have in your first party slot, if you have a Pokemon with the ability Flame Body or Magma Armor, it will decrease the numbers that are needed to the Pokemon egg to hatch. Or if you activate the Hatching O Power, it will do the same thing but better in each level. If you activate both at the same time, well, be sure that will be a fast process. Okay, now let's talk about EVs. EVs stands for effort values, which comes by defeating certain kinds of Pokemon. All the Pokemon gives EVs, but they give you different EVs, each Pokemon. The maximum EVs that a Pokemon can accumulate are 510, which each status can have a maximum capacity of getting 252 EVs. So you can have 2 stats with 252 and another one with 6, or you can do your crazy maths there and divide it by all of them. There are some methods of training EVs. One is normal batting when you're there. No. In the game, you can use the super training that's really, really slow, or you can even use the super mega hyper training that you can only get by training in hordes. Let's take a look at this. Well, for this you need to have 2 things, sort of. You have the Pokemon that will going to be trained needs to have Pokérus and be holding the EV item that you want to grow. For example, the power weight, if you want to grow HP, sorry, I don't remember exactly the names. the trainer Pokemon needs to have the EXP share on, not with it because it's a key item now, okay? Needs to have a Pokemon with Fly, another with Sweet Scent, and need to have an attack that hits 5. I normally use Tropius for the Fly and Sweet Scent part. I don't know if it has an attack with that can hit 5. If I'm not wrong, Razor Leaf or Magical Leaf can do that. I'm really sorry, I will take a look at that. But well, we'll have a lot of lists in the description that will help you with that. Well, there's a little tutorial about this. Fly to the route that has the hordes of Pokemon that you need to defeat. That will have the EVs that you want. Then throw on the trainer Pokemon at the first spot of the slot, the Pokemon that can hit 5 Pokemons, okay? And defeat the horde. Leave the EXP share on. Don't forget to turn the freaking XP share on, okay? The Pokemons and the hordes that you need to defeat this they have specific locations. For example, in X and Y. If you want to trade at HP, it's Gulpin in the Route 5. Attack, Whipping Bell in Route 19. Defense, Durant in Terminus Cave. Special attack, Vanillite in Frost Cavern. Special defense, Hoppip in Route 7. Special speed, Murkrow at Route 16. In Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you can get HPs by defeating Wishmer in Rusted Tunnel. Attack, Shuppet at Empty Pyre. Defense, Centru in Route 111 is Desert. Only in the desert, okay? Special attack, Oddish in Route 119. Special defense, Swablu in 114. And Speed and Zigzagoon 104. You know, you can check on the internet and in the links down the description, other locations. There are many other hordes out there. You just need to find the best one for you. I told you the ones that I use, and I play Alpha Sapphire, for those who want to know. Now let's say about the items that I previously mentioned. The EXP share pass down all the EVs that you got in the battle to the other Pokemons. For example, I defeated a Gulping horde, so I got 5 EVs. All the Pokemons that were in my party will get 5 EVs on HP. The EV item will increase the amount of EVs that you get, but only in one specific EV. For example, if I give my Pokemon Power Weight, again I don't remember